Hi, my name is Craig. I'm talking to you here from Captiva Farms in the Gatineau Hills, located in the Edelweiss Valley near Wakefield. And I'm just going to tell you a couple of stories about my experiences. We've been here for 30 years and observing horses, and I've been very fortunate to have a lot of time to spend with the horses and understand how they view their world. And I remember I used to race horses also a bit down in Toronto at Woodbine at the racetrack, and I had a couple of thoroughbred racehorses here, and one had come back from the track, and I'd put them together, the two thoroughbreds, in a paddock till he settled down because he was all wound up from the racetrack. And in any event, one day I decided to throw them out with the herd, and the one horse knew the herd really well, and the horse that just came back from the track, well, he'd never been out with the big herd before. So in any event, I let them go, and right away the boss of the herd came after the young racehorse and was going to take a piece out of him and put him in his place. And the other horse, the racehorse that had been running with the herd, charged the big boss and with his chest ran into him. And normally he was afraid of the boss. I couldn't believe he was doing this, but he was actually protecting his buddy that he'd spent a week with in the paddock. And I was quite surprised to see that, such an honorable thing to do between these horses. And they have relationships that I'm only scratching the surface. I've been here for 30 years with them, and my dad had horses when I was young, and I observed them when I was young, and I'm just scratching the surface, believe me, but it's really great to see those little insights. Another story I'd like to tell you about is I got a load of hay one time in the wintertime, and there was no place to drop it off. So the snowbanks were too big on the farm, so we just went straight out to where we're winning the horses and just emptied the whole load out there. And the horses thought this was amazing to them. So much hay all at once, it was a party. They started bucking and running, and it was a celebration, and I'd never seen that before, just the volume of food that was coming. It was like a banquet. And that was a very interesting thing to observe here in the farm. And if you go on our website at captivafarms.com, there's some other stories on there you might enjoy hearing, and I hope you enjoyed this one.